Alright, so I originally had decided to, I was originally going to just, do this all off camera, but I figured, why the fuck not just make an episode out of it? It's playing the game anyways. I just figured this was probably going to be pretty boring, but it's just going to be a lot of cutting, probably a lot of editing for me, but whatever. Why not? I'm currently working on expanding that for now, and then I'm gonna do a couple of other things while I'm working on that. So yeah, why not? What was I doing? I was doing something. Alright. So this is probably mostly just going, this video is probably mostly just going to be a montage of me doing a bunch of stuff, maybe jump cutting the process a little bit, and then going, hey guys, look at this cool thing I did. First things first, I'm actually going to go ahead and change up this little setup I've got going here. What? Is this not the... okay, so I swapped this out to make apples. I swapped out I swapped out the saplings so that I could make apples. Get the bonsai tree. It's supposed to be a 50% chance on dark oak sapling. You know, I'm not quite believing that. But hey, who knows? Because, in case you can't tell, I'm currently starving. Which is not ideal, apparently. And I don't want to kill myself because I would like to keep my levels. Anywho. Loopy. Bro, can I get some work done? What the hell? Ew. Oh, well, that's a diamond. That's fine. What the fuck? Why'd you drop ectoplasm on me? Why'd you drop a second one? Ew. Alright, good news. Until I post this video and YouTube tells me to go screw myself, I'm gonna keep the music on. That's my verdict. I last I checked, Minecraft music isn't copyrightable because it's in the game. It's a literal part of the game. Smile. That's a little loud though, so we're gonna turn that down. Okay. Back to what I was doing, which was something. I don't know what I was doing. Okay, so my gravel one is now set up. Hopefully this produces... This should produce plenty of stuff. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade this chest a bit. Because I should be able to just do this. Yes, I can. Go ahead and break this. And I'm going to get started on the next one. Oh no, okay, so I died. Jesus. Why am I running over there? I need to go over here. And I have to, like, pray to whatever gods. Okay. Oh, you fucker. Alright, I got them both. Got both of the zombies. This is actually going to be really good, because this means that I can get multiple zombies. Or I can get multiple villagers for the thing I need. I'm so flustered because I died. I lost 10 XP levels. Jesus. Like E or something. I lost a lot of XP. I'm just so thrown off that I died because I wasn't ready for that. Okay. Two worker tokens obtained. I'm also no longer as hungry, which I'm actually kind of wasting by doing this. By just sprinting down the hallway. Hey! Rude. Okay, so I'm gonna need 2 more auto hammers in order to hammer down into sand, and then 3 to hammer down, or no! Because I think... yeah, hammers that into gravel. What does it hammer gravel into? Yeah, it hammers gravel into fucking... into dirt, so I need 3. That sucks, actually. What do I have a quest for? Storage? Oh, because I made a drawer. And then I made a compacting drawer. Which doesn't even work for what I wanted it to, by the way. This is where I get my quest book? Okay, I'm sorry. Very loud random cut in here. I just found... I was just looking at the store. I just found where to get an actual quest book. A physical one. That I don't need to open my inventory for. Kind of makes me sad that there's still no I haven't found a hotkey for it. But this is where it is? I have to pay a coin for it? Oh my god. Fuck it, we'll grab one. I was looking at this. I might grab a random furnace. There's a decent chance I get it. There's a 10% chance I get a really good furnace, so... I might grab one of those. Gateway Pearl? What is all this? What? Okay. We're gonna grab a random furnace and see what I get. Iron furnace. You know what? I'll take it. An iron furnace is still better than a normal one, so... yeah, anyways, I was back at spawn just because I wanted to double check on, I wanted to see what all I could get from the shop. I'm also gonna go see if I can get anything from the... if, like, everybody has a different shop, because I think they do. They do. Okay, yeah, so I was right. They do have different, yeah, okay. You've got some pretty fun-looking stuff down here. Okay. Not gonna, I guess I'll go check on the other two. Just cut to those once I get there. Okay, so this guy sells some interesting stuff. Okay. Mega Torch, Dread Lamp. What is all this stuff? 16 raw soulstone? What on earth, dude? Okay. I don't really think any of that's going to be all that helpful for me, so I'm going to go check out the last guy, the machinist, and then probably head back and continue working on what I was doing. Okay, machinist has... I can buy a full entropy manipulator. That's pretty cool. I can increase my arrow damage. A blue drill. A drill silk touch augment. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So we've got some pretty fun things here. So let's just go ahead and head back home because I don't really need to be here. Oop, no. Okay, those are, usable multiple times. Good to know. Anyways, I now have a quest book. Yay! Alright. That was certainly something. Anyways, as you can see, I'm working on, I'm in the middle of working on this. He's been producing lots of fun things for me while I've been working. I'm thinking I'm going to go with, at least for now, I'm going to go with the flourishing arcwood logs as as my block of choice. I'm also going to be using archwood planks, at least for the time being, until I find something that looks better. So, okay. Now I remember why I took them out of my offhand. Anyways, I now need to make, apparently, I need to make 5 auto hammers. Actually, no, more than 5. I need to make 8, I think. 8? Is it 8? I don't know. I need to make a few. Because it's 3 hammers down to sand, and it's another... Okay, so I need to make 7. 7 auto hammers, because it has to go all the way down to sand. So. Yeah. Hello, Lootbee. Alright, I got 2 honeycombs from that Loopy. What do these do? Fluid pipes. I've never actually used... Actually, I've never even seen the mod classic pipes. Okay, so it looks like honeycomb's just for pipes. That's good to know. Ooh. Alright, well, in good news, we have the right click to harvest mod. Oh, thank God. Alright, so checked on our farm here. We've got some nice chicken seeds going. Oh, you can harvest too early. Oh, that's not good. Anyways, I now have wheat. That's always nice. Wheat is nice. But most importantly, I now have the chicken seed stuff. I'm not gonna bother harvesting the hemp. No. Oh, you fucker. Where's my new chicken stick? I need the new chicken. I need that other chicken stick I made. Where is it? Okay. So, I can officially throw you in here and feed you this. Fantastic. Oh, I can turn that off. Oh, thank God. Alright, so I now have eggs. Thank goodness. Not that I'm really sure what I need these for, but I've officially managed to use my first chicken. So that's awesome. Exciting. I've never used Roost Ultimate before. Now, can I please stop getting sidetracked from what I was doing? Alright, so I've just finished getting my hands on some emerald furnaces to speed up the crafting, or the smelting time on some of the ores I'm going to need. And I noticed while I was in the process of this, right as I was grabbing the emeralds for the furnaces, our collector friend, our unearther, has hit level 5. So he now has a... And I completely forgot to look at, like, the stats on how well they can, you know, what the odds are that they give you. I have a 15% chance per sift for a diamond. Alright. There is the 7 auto hammers that I said I was going to need, and then I'm going to have to go ahead and create one more cobble generator. And then I should be able to set up all 3 of those guys. So we are making decent progress. Okay, so I've done a lot of work, still got that going. I'm working on smelting, or drying out some leaves for some brushes. We've collected quite the amount of resources. I've got this guy going with a few brushes I stole from the other guy, and then I just finished setting up our dust collector guy. So this should go... This should start working fairly well. This guy's already got an entire stack of dust and whatnot, so I'm not horribly worried about throughput, although the throughput will certainly become better once, you know, I get my hands on some food and better brushes. Because I think that I can start pretty soon. I can probably start minking some of the better brushes. Although I do need feathers for this one, so I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna get my hands on that. Anyways, yeah, I just really, that's what I popped in to show off. I've extended the design on the hallway. I need to light up this bit of the hallway. But, hallway's all set up. I've got these guys set up with some diamond chests so that I don't have to empty them quite as often. And, yeah. Okay, I just ate a loaf of bread. Apparently that's enough to give me a heart? What a unique flavor. You have gained a heart. Do I have 11 HP now? I have no way of, like, checking. Okay. Anywho, I am now able to make that, this thing, the ergonomic thingamajig. So, do that. Yeah, that thing. Not sure what that does. Oh. Okay. So, I can supposedly store the source that thing makes in this here source jar. So that's nice, I guess. Oop, that's not what I meant to do. I have no idea how that thing works. So, that's awesome. Well, well, well. Look who's back. I'm sorry, bud. You're not welcome here right now. You also spawned in, like, the worst spot. If you had spawned over by my little animal area, I would have been a lot more willing to keep you on board. However, you spawned over here. Rookie mistake. Don't do that. I don't want you over here. Alright, so, ignore the Minecraft music in the background. I got bored and I'm just gonna sit here and pray that this isn't, copyrightable. So a couple things. Did some reading off camera. I, decided to actually read the, Ars Nouveau, booklet. And the booklet informed me on how the source link works. The source link actually, detects plant growth within 15 blocks. Non-bone milled plant growth, otherwise I would be, like, done with this collection thingy instantly. It detects non-bone milled plant growth within 15 blocks, and then converts that into source. Why can't I plant potatoes? Okay, glowstone. Yeah, I think that's the problem, is this is not bright enough. Anyways, the Ars Nouveau, the Argonaut Source Link detects plant growth within 15 blocks and converts that into source. And I also forgot, and I decided to call myself out for being an idiot. I forgot that I can just bone meal crops by crouching. I completely forgot about that. I feel like a dork. Which means I no longer have a food problem. Because I can just do... Or maybe it does detect bone mealing. Who knows? I just sure don't, because the things that the wiki said it didn't, or the book said it didn't. Alright, in a minute here, actually I think right here, I'm about to be done with, yes, I'm done with collecting all of the stuff I need for my next step in my project, which, after I make some bread... Can I use this to make anything? I can, but nothing that I actually can make at the moment. So, once I'm finally back up to full food, which I haven't been at for a very long time, I'm going to make a bunch of brushes. Because I need to be able to sift things, and if I can't sift things, I'm not getting any resources, and not getting any resources is bad. So I'm just gonna overcraft a bunch of these. Didn't really even take me that long to get this. I actually crafted I actually was just making most of this stuff off camera, so it's not even like that big of a deal to be making this many. I'm not really horribly worried about it, because Lord knows I'm gonna go through them like candy. So I'm actually gonna store all of my extra. I am gonna use all of these resources and store the extra ones there. Okay. So I now have all three types of basic resource production going. Is there an upgrade for these? That might be a next episode thing. Yeah. Alright, so that's gonna be a next episode thing. I'm pretty happy with everything that I've gotten done this episode. It's gonna be. I know it's gonna be a lot of jumping around. I know it was a lot of jumping around. There was a lot to do, and a lot of it was time consuming, like mining through walls. So, but got a bit of a start to the base design here. I started hollowing out this area with my hand just so that I could have the pebbles necessary for that. We've gotten to the bottom of the Ars Nouveau quest, tier 1 quest line, so that's always nice. Got lots going on. Yeah, that's gonna go ahead and be the end of, I believe this is our 5th episode now. And, yeah, have a good one.